Greetings, punks, goths, metalheads, herberts, herbetters, Martians and subterranean folk and cosmic groovers. How are you all doing? My name's John, and this is the Health Anarchist channel. Well, I almost didn't do a video this week because I've been ill. I had a really bad cold, like really sore throat and coughing all the time. But it is getting better. Yeah, I feel a bit better today, so I thought I'd put a video out rather than do a week without a video. So thought I'd just check in with you guys. So I've not really got anything prepared for today, so we'll just do the video as we go along. I've had very little energy to sort of do or think about anything with being ill. But like I say, I am feeling better to a fair extent today, so I'm on the mend. So the green goth patches that are sent out, I believe all the people that have sent them out to have received them now, so that's great. I do like this sort of whole green goth aspect, and people seem to be interested in it. And I'm going to do a lot more green goth stuff in future, especially activities like litter picking, clearing overgrown stiles, that are full of brambles and people can't use them. So I've got a lot planned in that aspect. So it's definitely getting cold now. We're almost in December, so I'll have to get my goth Christmas tree out. I've got a black Christmas tree and I celebrate it with all sort of Halloween things instead of Christmas things. So that'll be going up soon. And it is getting a lot colder now. But the best thing about that is I can wear all my jumpers and stuff. Things like this, what I've got on here, I think this is a punk rave jumper. I've just got this on over a black t-shirt, and it is warm. I'm quite warm in this in the house, and it goes with my style. All the goths that I know, they have their own take on goth, and they have their own individual style of it. I mean, there's a lot of things in common, obviously, like the black clothes, but there's lots of different flavours of goth, and I think my own little flavour is sort of Victorian goth, the top hat and stuff. But with a sort of distressed look as well, like distressed, ripped, torn clothes. Nothing pristine looking. I've even weathered this hat, so it looks worn in, saying that it's 10 years old, but I did do it up recently. I do like it, and I like, I call it the Victorian vagabond goth look, and that's probably most of what my clothes are. I mean, apart from that, for goth men, a lot of goth men will just wear the band t-shirts, black clothes, a black leather jacket, or a black denim jacket. And I've got like black denim battle vests that I've put like goth patches on and stuff like that. Say about 60% of the music that I listen to is old school goth, like 80s and 90s. Then about 40% of it is new stuff of bands that are out now. And to do like that sort of old 80s aesthetic of, DIYing your own clothes and customizing things. I tend to customize things more than anything else. I buy like old army surplus items, dye them black sometimes, or if they're a colour that I like, I keep them that colour. I've got this Bulgarian army grey coat, it's a vintage coat from the 1960s, and I got it for about £35. A lot of the time they were selling them for years, not in my size, and then suddenly one appeared in my size, so I got it. I've seen those Bulgarian army greatcoats go right down to £12 in some places on sale. I think it's Military Mart UK. And they're great for customising. You can put like goth patches on, you can take the buttons off, and put more gothic buttons on. And because it's old, it's quite distressed looking already. But I do like that look. I don't like, for me, I don't like pristine, off the shelf looking items that look really sort of clean and unlived in. I like the sort of, I don't know, the sort of more gritty aspects of it. But some people love the pristine off the shelf stuff, and I think that's good for them, and it looks great on them. But for me, I like some sort of more of a distressed look. So I do apologise today if my voice sounds a bit funny. It's still a bit hoarse in my throat. So I've got some new boots coming soon, which I'm excited about. I've got these boots off EMP, the big sort of alternative clothing website. And I've been after a pair of vegan boots for years, at the sort of high commando style black boots, 14 eyelets. Amongst alternative people's circles, they were sort of the counterpart to Doc Martin 14 holes. They didn't have the same sort of airwear sole as Doc Martens. They had a sort of more hard, tougher sole. But I love them. I love the style of them anyway. But I've been after a vegan pair for ages. But the price, I couldn't get the prices. They're about £150 up until recently. And recently I've got a pair on sale from EMP. And with the sale code and everything, it cost me £47. And I thought that was a fair price, very fair price to pay. So it's great that there is some vegan items now that are becoming a lot more affordable to people. And when those arrive, I'll show you, but I'm really excited about that. So I already talked about the gig coming up, Lebanon Hangover. It's coming up in Manchester in March. Now I thought it was at a pub first, but it's not. It's at Manchester Academy, and it's about £30 a ticket, which is, it's a reasonable price. I don't mind paying that. I did think it was at a small place originally, but I got that wrong. So I will be going to that, and I'll look forward to seeing those. So another thing I've noticed about winter, when it gets colder, is my pet cat, Salem. She actually comes and sits on my knee. Now, she's not really a cat that sits on my knee. Not like a lap cat. She likes to be on the go all the time. My cat Salem's recently started licking my face and being very interested in my ears. I can feel her breathing down my ears when I'm in bed. And I imagine she's looking down my ear and licking my face. But yeah, cats. So recently I've seen quite a bit of stuff online about people gatekeeping in goth, like goths gatekeeping. My personal opinion on that is I don't see it happen really. Very, very rarely. I think gatekeeping, it to me, it seems more of a younger person's thing. Maybe someone who's maybe 20 and there's goths that are just like got into it 16, 17. Then they might be a bit gatekeepery with the younger ones to say, I'm an older goth now, I'm 20. But I don't really see it happening that much. I mean, as far as I can see, and as far as I know, a lot of the older goths and the elder goths anyway are very kind and welcoming to the younger goths. If people, younger goths, approach them, then they're generally really kind and helpful. They'll answer your questions, tell you about bands, tell you about clothes, and that sort of thing. So for me, I don't really see it that much. But then again, I hear a lot of that happens on TikTok. I don't really bother with TikTok. It's not for me. I like to sit down and watch full videos of people. It's like short videos. It's not really my thing. I believe people do do longer ones live now. And, that's probably more of interest to me. But TikTok in general is just not really my thing. So as for getting back to the original point on gatekeeping, it's not something that I'd overly worry about. I don't think you'll come across it that much, if you're genuinely interested in goth, that is. And another thing I've seen crop up online occasionally is Whitby Goth Fest. And you get lots of people going there dressing steampunk, and people dressing up who probably aren't even into goth music. I mean, even I like a little bit of the steampunk look. But, maybe they're not goths and they don't like goth music, or they're not interested, but at the end of the day, if they want to go out and dress up, they're not harming anyone, are they? I don't mind. Let them be themselves. Let them be happy for a day dressing up. They're probably not even claiming to be goths. the goths at Whitby will be going to the music events and stuff, you know. So it doesn't really matter, does it? It's not worth getting in a fuss about. And from what I've seen on videos and stuff, a lot of the people who like just dress up for the day at Whitby, they're really friendly, you know, polite, happy people. So, you know, they're not doing anyone any harm. And I've spoke to a few other goths about the same thing about Whitby, and they all agree, you know, they're not doing anyone any harm. So there you go. So thank you to all my recent subscribers. Cheers, guys. I really appreciate it. It, you know, really encourages me to keep doing this channel. And if you enjoy videos like this and you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing and giving me a like as well. So I'm going to wrap this video up in a minute because I don't want to be rambling on too long, because I'm a bit under the weather, and you know, I've not prepared today's video, so I hope it's been all right. And as soon as I'm back feeling well again, I'll be, you know, up doing my usual thing outdoors, weather permitting. So until next time, don't forget, be different, stay weird, and stay free. Bye now.